Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, let's first get things out of the way and start the day. Blood sugar is 9.4. Went up to 14 overnight because my sensor stopped working. And it's one of the negatives about having a pump. I knew I would have to change this morning. Didn't realize it was going to happen. So I woke up at 3. Started feeling crappy. And so we changed. I've had 2 extra doses of insulin to help me bring me down. So now I'm currently at 9.4. I think I'll continue coming down to get to a safe level. Well, technically I'm already safe. My doctor would not be upset with that number, but I would be. Time in range is 81%. Above is 10. Above 10 is 9. Below is 10. So they're both kind of a negative in taking care of yourself. Average blood sugar is 6.6. That is a positive. I'll take that as a win. You gotta keep working. Hopefully I'm not kind of lacking off a bit. I'm gonna try to keep it going. Today, I want to talk to you about a weird kind of concept. Is T1D the end? And we'll have to talk about that in a second. I'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. T1D, or for those of you who don't know, T1D stands for Type 1 Diabetes. We're the T1D Club. And T1D, people think, well, once I get that under control, that's going to be the end of it. I won't have to worry about anything else. Well, I wish that was true. And this video isn't meant to be a downer video by any means. But type 1 diabetes, if you have type 1 diabetes, like out of it, you need to make sure everything else is taken care of. I've done a video before saying that type 1 diabetes complications. And if you have a complication, you need to take care of that complication. But just because you're taking care of that complication and your blood sugars are doing perfect, doesn't mean that complications are not going to happen. It helps a lot, but you could still end up. So if you get complications, your doctor will help you get through. High blood pressure. Is that a complication? No, but high blood pressure can put a stress on your body. And any stress on your body can cause you to have the fight or flight reflex. But remember, I am not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. But if you're concerned about this, see your doctor. Even if you're not, ask them about it. Nerve issues, eye problems. How do you minimize this effect? Some people have had high blood sugars for a long time, and it's only when they get older that they start showing up. And they're kind of sitting there all smug saying, yeah, they won't affect me. And just because you have diabetes, you're still open to any other diseases. I know when we had Sorry about that. I was working without power supply, so my iPad went down to 9% power. So I'm gonna finish recording this, and I'm plugged in now, so hopefully we'll keep going. So I was saying there are people out there who have been high who, oh well, yeah, I'm kind of immune to complications. I'll never get complications until it happens to you. You have to be alert about complications and making sure you are taking care of yourself. That goes, one, the diabetes. Studies have shown that tighter control helps lower the risk of complications. It's amazing how much better we're saying. And I think my eye doctor, who I went to a couple of days ago, said it best when my friend said to him, oh, so he's not blind yet? And the doctor said no, and if he keeps on the way he's going, he more than likely won't be. And that was sort of the best news ever. So, just because you've been diagnosed with diabetes, if you haven't already, and as you continue to go down your journey with type 1 diabetes, you might be sent to an eye doctor or an ophthalmologist. You may be sent after that to an optometrist. You may be sent to a dietitian. Well, you may probably have saw a dietitian already. You might go to a nerve doctor. You might go to a heart doctor. There's so many other things that you need to keep an eye on. Now, that doesn't mean every second of the day you have to keep taking your pulse. Oh, my blood sugar raised. I've got to give myself another shot. Oh. That's not what I'm saying. But if you have any other condition, keep that under control as well. The biggest thing I would have to say as a type 1 diabetes person is don't try to self-medicate. And self-medicate can be insulin. Your doctor may give you parameters to work with, and that's awesome. But if you just start thinking, oh well, I'm just going to do this on my own, that's when people go and get themselves in trouble. Don't start using illicit drugs or alcohol without having a discussion with your doctor again. Oh yes, we're just such the killjoy. No, we're trying to make sure that you live a long and productive life. Don't take control of your life and how much better you're going to feel. On days where I'm 14, like tonight, last night, I think it was around 14, I went up to. I could tell that there was something, like I wasn't right. I was thirsty, and to think I used to go through my life like that. So if you get type 1 diabetes, you're going to bring down your blood sugars, and if they find any other complication, your eyes, wherever, cardiovascular system, nerve system, if you have type 1 diabetes, there's so many other things that it can affect. So do your best to keep things in line. Because, another point here, if any one of those starts going, you really start feeling the effects. Oh well, I don't want to take the heart blood pressure med, or I don't want to take the medication for nerve pain. All that is going to affect your type 1 diabetes. Believe it or not. But if you feel that you're getting severe leg pain, I know I was, in my career, I was doing an awful lot of standing, and my legs got so bad, and it went from a twinge in my leg to I had to sit down through my shift at work. It was that bad. And for me, they put me on medication for the pain, but it still persisted. I eventually went into a chair, and that alleviated like 90% of it. Now, I don't say just because you get nerve pain that that's going to be an issue. Other things you may want to take care of is your feet, cutting your nails, taking a look under your feet. Make sure there's no cracks. The best thing I heard to kind of stop cracks is getting some high 10% urea cream, lathering your foot up, putting a plastic bag over it, and then a sock, and sleeping with it. It does, in the mornings, soften your feet. Check that out with your podiatrist. That's the doctor I couldn't think of. Podiatrist. You may be sent to a podiatrist. All this doesn't mean your diabetes is getting worse. It's meant as a control feature. Keep this in mind. And with that, have a super day. And remember, take care of your diabetes. Take care of any other thing going wrong in your body. You'll thank yourself later. Have a great day. Bye now. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.